burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard. Boulevard.
Oh, so crazy when you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard. King, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies versus the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the longest-running episodic podcast on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. Welcome to Here Comes the Lame. Oh, I mean, sorry.
You thought you saw me.
I saw you.
You got confused. Come on.
I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Hey, start over. Hold on 1 second.
This motherfucker.
Another show that wouldn't exist without this show.
I mean, whoa, god damn!
Hey,
Hello.
Captain, can you hear us, Cap?
Yeah,
Walking
I can
on
hear
both
you.
of his legs.
PJ, Patrick, James.
You go ahead. You intro us. You intro us this week, Captain Dave.
Yeah, it's the man, the myth, the god of the shit, Captain fucking Dave. You know how I start this song. I would like to introduce to the Blvd Bullies. Join us every Tuesday night live right here on the podcast. With the Blvd Bullies, what they're doing, trying to unite, electric again. Captain Dave of the Captain's Corner podcast. He is, of course, ringside Sean Nazario.
Yeah.
And let me introduce to the second one. The second one, he is the godfather of the ring announcer of the independent wrestler of the ultra violent. He is the godfather of the ring announcer. Let me introduce. He is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Larry the fucking.
Yes, Captain Dave. Yes.
Let's go, Dave.
And also, let's bring the number 3 guy. He is, of course, the merch guy. He is, of course, primetime Ryan Ginsburg.
Woo!
That's right, boy.
And
Thank you,
last
Dave.
but not least,
Never
I
least.
would like to introduce the man himself, host of the Blvd Bully versus the World. He is, of course, a well-respected leader of the Blvd Bullies.
That's right.
He is, of course, PJ Patrick James.
Thank you, Dave.
What a phenomenal intro. Could have had one said better, man. Thank you.
All right, bye,
Legendary.
bye, Dave.
I'll see you later, bro.
That was quick.
That's
That was
how you
quick,
know.
dude.
That's how you know. Motherfuckers come correct.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank God that Captain Dave was there to.
Brian, have you ever seen a motherfucker drop in on a live sale on a Tuesday? Have you ever seen a motherfucker just find a way in?
No, I've never seen it.
That's how you know you're motherfucking legit.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain Dave. People are already saying in the chat that they want Captain Dave to be the 4th bully over Brian. Rank number 1, Schlack. Number 2, Captain Dave. Number 3, Brian.
You got my vote on that.
All right. Let's bring everybody up to speed here. By the way, welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World, the longest-running episodic show on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. We are amidst a controversy, if you will. Bongo Gate.
Controversy.
Bongo Gate is alive and well. For those of you who haven't watched the last few weeks, what the hell are you doing with your lives? Brian was fired from the show. Then he returned to the show by popular demand and a 2 out of 3 vote on episode 100. However, in between Brian's firing and rehiring, he was viciously attacked outside of his apartment as he was walking to the cemetery to lay his dead uncle's bongos on his dead uncle's grave and perform a religious ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And he was viciously attacked. Since then, Schlack has come out. You know, usually in an attack, you're trying to find who did it, put the pieces together, but there are so many people that hate Bri that people are coming out of the woodwork trying to take credit for the attack, Schlack being one of them. Captain Dave possibly being another suspect. Chad Mins and the Deathmatch Elite, fucking...
Definitely my number one suspect.
Circus. They've all come forward and been either... fingered as suspects or fingering themselves as suspects. And, one thing that everybody in Deathmatch Elite loves to do is finger themselves
That's very good.
in a very suspect way. So,
yes.
Welcome to the trial. The plaintiff, Bad Take Bri, the merch guy. Everybody. And we have the defendant, and let me just say that
Remember that? Yo, that theme was hard, bro.
And let me just say that my opinion has no bearing on the trial. Anything that I say will be stricken from the record. But I just want to go on unofficial record of saying, Sean, thank you for dressing for the occasion.
Well, Pat, you dress for success, you will be successful. And that I will be today when we culminate in this trial that I unfortunately have to sit through. So you guys will see a winner by the end, and a winner dresses for success.
So
tonight I'm Shawnee Shavani.
Shawnee Shavani, sole proprietor and owner of Ringside Relics. Check him out on all social media platforms. Buy their shit. And the Deathmatch Doctor, Ringside Sean. Brian, this guy's got a tax ID. He's got an LLC and a tax ID. I mean, those are some documents that are going to weigh heavily on the trial.
I have a sister that's a lawyer.
Who did not show up for you at all. So that
I have been heavily informed, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't know what I was doing, God damn it. I have been informed, and I know what I'm doing. That's all I'm going to say.
And last but not least, recently promoted, called up from the AAA squad to the major leagues, current, for as long as it lasts, co-host of the flagship show. Here comes the name.
As long as it lasts.
CZW Hall of Famer, Blvd Bullies Hall of Famer. As Captain Dave said, the dong father of all ring announcers. Former boat owner, Showcase Showdown, Price is Right winner, and my wrestling father. Can't wait to see you at the wedding if we're all still invited. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry the Legend.
Thank you, Pat. As always, you are an acorn that hasn't fallen far from the tree, brother, because you do it and you do it well every single time. You make me smile. You make the people that hear you smile. And that's what separates you from just a ring announcer.
Wow.
You turned into Stuart Smalley. That's why I'm a host. That's why I'm always like I'm the master of ceremonies. I'm a host.
So tonight we have a special judge. We needed a judge. Judge Judy was booked. Judge Joe Brown was booked. Judge Mills Lane was booked. Am I forgetting? Judge Jerry.
Mills Lane is dead.
Judge Jerry's dead.
R.I.P.
He's dead too.
So we got Judge Joe Dred coming on later tonight to preside over the trial. And Sean, this is nothing against you. I'm just stating the facts. We're walking by, we're reliving what led us here. The security footage was shown last week, which I'm going to play again for those who missed it.
That's right.
And Brian's assailant was caught on camera. Now, their face was not shown.
Okay.
However, they were wearing Nike shoes and camouflage pants. And in your, what would you call it? You freaked out last week. You walked off camera, which has been a weekly occurrence now since Brian has returned. And then you came back. And our viewers all pointed out, I didn't even notice at first, honestly. I'm like, why is this guy standing up? You were wearing the same pants as the attacker. The same exact pants.
You're right, Pat. You're right. And if I can have a minute of your time, I just want to focus and shine the light on you right now. And first and foremost, I want to apologize. Before the trial even begins, I want to apologize on behalf of myself for walking out on the show, walking out on you, walking out on Larry.
Feels good. Feels good sometimes.
Although it may feel good, Pat and Larry, I know my antics and my behavior has not been the best, but believe that there is moral and meaning behind my walking out. Okay? That's it. And regarding Nike shoes, I happen to be a former
sneakerhead
who traveled the United States attending sneaker cons and dunk exchanges.
Yeah.
You could find me in Soul Collector
magazine
online.
Right,
I live by Jordan. Okay? That's a mantra. Be great. And I just so happen to have the exact same shoes as I'm sure a lot of people do. They're Marina blue ones. And you know who wouldn't want them? And as far as the pants go, you know what, Pat? I could continue, but that's why we have our scheduled court date.
The Honorable
later on
Judge
evening.
Joe. The Honorable Judge Joe.
If I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna do it in front
Is
of the
jury
judge.
gonna be here?
I don't know.
All right. So
I had to go. I didn't
Jury's
even
here, I'm
contact him directly. I had to go through, the system. And you know
The
how
judicial.
Yeah, the judicial system. You know how bureaucratic and bogged down that could be. So I don't know what's happening. I know that at 8 p.m. sharp, the trial will begin, and I will ask both Brian and Sean to please not scream bitch or pussy at each other until that starts, because last week it got heated. I got a lot of mail from some of our most hardcore fans saying that they had to just completely mute the stream last week because the levels of cringe were Kaufman-esque, were Jericho-esque. People couldn't take the heat, so they got out of the kitchen. You feel me?
Yeah. I like that analogy.
Any comparison to Kaufman is a compliment. So,
well, Brian, really, I mean, and I'm going to say this one time and one time only because you really set me up. I think potentially the only thing you guys have in common is that you might have both been Jewish.
we can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
can't hear who?
We can't hear
Oh,
Brian.
there you go. There you go. Now we hear you.
See, there we go. There we go. The olive branch. Sean, troubleshooting for Bri.
Hey, listen. I want to get through tonight peacefully and civilly.
Well, you better light it the fuck up.
I'm not here for issues. All right. So
Yeah, Brian knows.
I'm not even going to talk any shit. I'm just going to let the evidence speak for itself, and we're going to go from there.
that's
There
fine.
has been evidence which will be shared right here live on the stream. Also, I'm going to be submitting all the evidence to the Blvd Bullies Discord. So if there's a Discord link out there that you want to drop, we're trying to boost that back up, and you can come chat with us, hang out in Discord. So join that. If there's a link, drop it. Thank you to all the viewers. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a hold on 1 second. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Hey. So Schlack, I mean, you have claimed from the beginning that you have attacked Brian.
Hold on. Let's start. We're in court here. I got my title and everything. I mean, let's.
Where did you even? I didn't even know you owned one of those things.
Oh, God.
Same time he wore it to fucking Rob Black's wedding.
There's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, okay? All right. First of all, you were just talking about no screaming and hollering. Well, guess what? I'm Italian. We do a lot. I'm talking with our fucking hands and a lot of screaming and hollering. All right, you hear? Especially when we're in court. And I am here right now to enter myself as a surprise key witness in conjunction to my former tenure as the fourth Boulevard Bully tonight in tonight's trial. Okay, so as long as you know what's on the docket for tonight's court proceedings, I will be tuning back in when the kitchen starts getting hot because motherfuckers like me don't leave. We don't leave. I'll be tuning back in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Schlack, and thank you.
Wow.
Oh, okay, well.
Wow. What a combustible fucking episode already.
This is a star-studded trial.
Dude, Captain Dave, fucking the human meat grinder Schlack, the good Judge Joe is coming. I hope jury doesn't come.
So there you go. At 8 p.m., Schlack will be tuning back. I can't believe that he threw a tie on. What time is it? It's 7:15. The guy, he got ready in moments.
He's always prepared, Schlack.
You know, Schlack has been like 8 different versions of himself on this show. So shout out to Schlack. Love him, live for him. So are either of you, Brian or Sean, nervous about Schlack's ominous... I love how he used court vocabulary because he's obviously been in court a lot in his life, so he knew the docket.
He said he's a witness, so I'm going to say that that's only going to be a surprise witness, so I don't even know what it is. So it can only be in my favor because he saw me get fucking attacked from behind. So if he's a witness to that, it's only going to help me more.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't read any of the preview of the court proceedings. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to try to steer the ship as best I can. Hey, real quick, roundtable discussion. Favorite court show? Favorite court/lawyer show? It could be a reality type show. It could be a Matlock drama type.
Do you remember The Practice?
Oh.
The show The Practice? I used to watch that with my mom. She would put that on, and that NYPD Blue. And I like The Practice. That's my
The Practice. Good, solid what do you call it? Eclectic choice by you. You know, I used to love Matlock. I would watch Matlock in Colombo with my grandparents growing up, but really the greatest court show of my lifetime has got to be fucking Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul just captivated me with every single moment of airtime.
A court show? I guess.
Oh, he's a fucking lawyer.
He's a lawyer, right? Right.
Larry, what about you?
You know, I want to say that in the realm of what you were speaking,
yeah, take it for a walk. There's no rules.
It's by far Judge Judy. It's by far my motherfucking Judy Shineland. I mean, he birthed a whole bunch of other bitches. Like there was Wapner when I was little, then Judy, and then all of a sudden, blah, 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 blah. So Judy's my bitch. But I have to say, the thing that I go back to that is sort of like courty and sort of like cluey is in fact the movie Clue.
Oh, so good. Tim Curry.
It is one of my favorite movies.
Christopher
to
Lloyd.
Watch, even though I know the outcome of every fucking scenario is the ending.
I fucking love that movie.
I just love that movie so much. So I gotta say, like, in the realm of what you're speaking, Judy Shineland is my number one stunner. But for that kind of like whodunit, like genre, like let me present the evidence to you. Fucking Clue, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. Just
top tier shit.
Yeah, like creepy, campy, funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very well done film.
One of the first times I blacked out in my life was da-da-da-da-da-da. I am your singing telegram. Pop! Close the door. Bro, blacked out. As a child, remember like coming to like, what just happened? because I laughed so hard. No sound was coming out of my mouth. Oxygen was
pass
cut
out.
off my brain, and I was on the ground laughing the first time that I saw that bit. First time.
Clue took
Not
you
ever
out.
again, but the first time I saw that bit, I was on the ground.
Shawnee Shivani, what about you? Favorite courtroom or crime drama?
Courtroom, I'm gonna have to say movie. Liar Liar, Jim Carrey.
All right.
You
Nice.
got like
Wow, that is a
Liar Liar.
Good one, bro.
How great does that get? Start the movie off talking about taking his kid to see Rick Rude and Macho Man in the steel cage match. It's awesome. And then what's funny about it is that maybe like a year ago they released like footage from the movie that was originally shot, and he was supposed to take his son to see Sting versus the Giant. And there you go. Liar Liar is
nice.
my favorite.
Oh, look at you. You got the wrestling connection in there too. From the chat, Beer, Blood, and Body Slam. Shout out JT Kaysen, friend of the program, says Night
We
Court.
love JT.
Night Court.
Oh, Night Court. Yeah.
Behind a
Court's good.
Storyteller's Lens, Icarus says The Killing and Minehunters. Oh, Minehunters is so good. Minehunters is great. What else? Judge Mo Dollars from the Nick Cannon Show.
Just
Judge
Mo
Mo.
Dollars.
Judge
That's
Mo
funny.
Dollars. I love Nick Cannon. Bro, do y'all never mind. Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
By the
It's just-
way,
I'm
a
fine.
fun fact about Clue coming from Beer, Blood, and Body Slams. By the way, everyone follow them for horror, wrestling, and beer stuff, which are the greatest three things. Says they originally had different endings for theaters, and then they put
Yes.
them all together for the VHS.
Is
Yes.
that for Liar Liar?
No, for
That's
for
Clue.
Clue. God
Oh, for
damn it!
Clue.
You know, I just learned that from Minty Comedic Arts. I do enjoy me some Minty Comedic Arts. He does like top 10 things you never knew about Blue, or top 10 things you never knew about the original Batman by Tim Burton. And I actually just learned from Minty that, when it originally, they had big ideas for that movie when it came
Dude,
out.
that's
It
crazy.
flopped.
They
It
also did
flopped
that
because
with
it was up against something like real big, like Die Hard 2.
That's when you can
Something
spend
that
your
people-
money on good creative ideas instead of just cheap computer graphics.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a good
versions.
use of money right there. That's a good use of
They
film
did
and
that
money.
with Gremlins. They did that. They did a theatrical version. Then they did a TV release because it was on NBC. So like, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can watch movies like that. Even the Hulk Hogan's The Nanny is like that.
I've never seen The
Multiple.
Nanny.
Very good movie.
Dave,
Very
Captain
good.
Dave says, I like Judge Mills Lane, and yes, Jerry Springer Court as well. Beer Blood
Mills
Body
was a
Slams
good one, bro. Mills was good.
says,
Mills was good.
honorable mention to My Cousin Vinny, which is a great
That's
courtroom.
another great court film.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Wow. What a
Others
great
off the top of
discussion,
my
Pat.
head, To Kill a Mockingbird, Perry Mason,
man.
Matlock.
Dude,
A
To Kill a
Few
12
Good
Angry
Men.
Men.
A Few Good
12
Men.
Angry Men.
12 Angry Men, A Few Good Men. What's
Yeah.
the Al Pacino? This entire court's out of order.
What
that
was
Few
the
Good
one
Men.
where with Samuel L. Jackson and he opened fire and all the people, but then they realized that the people in the crowd actually had guns. The men, women, and children all had guns. You remember Guy Pearce
What about
was in it?
what's the one with Denzel Washington as the drunk pilot?
Flight 9. Was that like Flight 97?
There was like some
something
courtroom
that?
stuff in that
I
as
think it's
well.
Flight 97.
I don't know what you're talking about, Larry, with the mass Samuel L. Jackson murder. Samuel L.
That
Jackson.
Denzel movie was crazy though, because he flew the plane upside down
Yeah.
to land it without crashing.
He was drunk and used his instincts, and they were like,
Yep.
"Oh, you saved everybody, but you also were drunk." And he's like, "Well, but if I didn't do
Wow,
this."
I never saw
Oh, this is
that
a great.
one.
It's based on a
That
true
one.
story, Larry.
Wow.
And
I
the
gotta
guy
see
was like
that.
a crippled alcoholic, like terrible alcoholic,
Yeah.
and he would always fly drunk. But some shit
called
went
Flight.
wrong on the plane, so he fucking used his like awesome pilot instincts to like save the plane, save everybody.
Yeah.
But he like
Yeah, so
you know,
like
but
Fast
carry
and the
his
Furious.
but it was a big incident. They had to like fucking investigate it, and then they realized that like he was drunk. So the issue became not that he was a fucking hero, but that he was a drunk hero. So then he got like the blame for the malfunction that wasn't his fault. And they
Such
were
a
like,
dope
"Oh, you,"
movie.
because he pulled some like Top Gun shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Does Denzel have a line in this movie like, "Yes, I think they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell"?
In
No,
court.
that's
In court he
Samuel L.
does.
Jackson, dude.
Dude, fucking the one where they raped his daughter and he killed them.
That's
Keeper-
Samuel L.
Keeper
Jackson.
and the KKK. Bro, that preview was on Raw, Superstars, any wrestling show, and they would cut it shorter and shorter and shorter until all you were hearing were, yes, I think they deserve to die. I hope they voted hell.
No, we're not just listing our favorite movies. The prerequisite is that it needs to have courtroom scenes, heavy courtroom scenes.
Yes,
Come on.
yes. And Clue, that's kind of like a courtroom scene at the end when Wadsworth reveals it. And he's like, now I'm going to show you how we
The
do
FBI shows up.
That's more like a whodunit. Yeah,
And the cops are there too.
Well, that's more of a court of public opinion.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but I love it.
Mystery.
I love it. I watch it every time, all the way through.
It's one of the best movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Anything counts. Everyone just name your favorite movie. Screw you. We're having a nice discussion. This is the first time we're getting
the chat. Who said
Urka, longtime matriarch of the Boulevard Bullies family.
I didn't get into no Clockwork Orange or nothing like that. I didn't bring up all my favorites. I was talking about all shit where it's like evidence, conviction.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, you just snuck in with Clue. Clockwork Orange, I would have stricken from the record.
I would.
I'm
saying. I said Judge
corrupt
Judy.
government.
Judge Judy.
Oh yeah. So welcome to the trial. The plaintiff, Brian Ginsburg, the man who was attacked ruthlessly, and the defendant, Sean Nazario, who was wearing the exact same sneakers and pants as the person who attacked.
You can't say it without giggling.
No, I mean it's just very interesting because.
Well, what's funny about it, though?
Well, anybody could buy camouflage pants. It's just happens. It's just a bad, sequence of events. Like so,
an omen.
Yeah. And let's show this footage one more time.
Brian.
What the fuck was that?
It's an omen to Brian.
What is an omen to Brian?
That you're wearing the similar style pants.
All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to show the footage.
Hear the fucking bongos?
May 31st or May 30th.
So the footage has been shown. You guys couldn't see it. You were just talking amongst yourselves. I muted you.
Or the anniversary of his death. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about, Larry?
No, I'm sorry. Pay no attention to me. I'm smoking.
Philadelphia with Denzel Washington and Tom Hanks is another good one.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
On the streets of Philadelphia.
That's the one that made AIDS relevant.
I thought kids made AIDS relevant.
Kids furthered it, but Denzel kind of falls in love with Tom Hanks in a very quasi, like, I've got to save this fucking gay AIDS nigga.
All right, okay. Great. We could have gone with any three of those isolated.
Denzel at the beginning of the movie is like the straightest, don't touch me, motherfucker. But at the end, he's like crying. He's like looking at Tom Hanks, like just like crying, like I love you so much. So it was good. It's great.
Wilson, my favorite courtroom drama, Castaway. Anyway, what's going on in the world of wrestling?
What isn't going on? Edge broke his tibia.
Yeah, Edge just broke his whole ass leg jumping off of a barbed wire cage. Brian,
I saw them come out with Gangrel was there. That it's like
barbed wire
crazy.
steel cage, Edge versus Malachi Black. Did you watch it, Brian?
No.
Okay, forget about you. Sean, Larry, did you guys watch it?
Larry, I know you watched it.
The question is,
dude, I
is it a death match? Is it a death match?
No, unfortunately, it's not. I just get upset when companies like that recycle ideas that have already been done. it could have been so much better.
Well, I think
They promoted like deathmatch wise, like Edge is trying to like go and like, oh,
he's evil now.
deathmatch.
He always does that. He always does that. Oh, you made me tap into the old me.
Yeah,
dude, he always does
like,
You think you knew him?
And you still don't. Yeah. I have a feeling that what we're seeing right now between Edge and Malachi is all of the ideas that he wanted to do with WWE that they wouldn't let him do. You know, like he's like kind of like getting some Judgment Day closure. You know?
Makes sense. I remember I think I heard recently, was it Chris Van Vliet podcast episode that the original plan that he had pitched to WWE, I think for Mania, was to have Gangrel come out with him when he went with this whole Brood thing.
They did the whole Brood, and they did the whole thing, and there was rumblings of Gangrel coming back, and it just never happened. It was lame as fuck.
Yeah, and you know, you can say what you want about WWE, but I think one thing is for certain, that they save these guys from themselves a lot of the time. You know, Edge has been in the company for what, a year, and he just broke his leg. He's probably not going to wrestle the same ever again. He's like 50 years old, and he broke the hell out of a major leg bone. You know, he's just like, oh man, I thought my neck was broken. Like the fact that he broke his leg, he's like happy. He's like, oh, I broke my leg. Like,
but he jumped literally directly on his feet.
Yo, that was like me jumping off of the top of something in backyard wrestling, dude.
What?
Like
what
landing feet first. Larry, you're a backyard wrestling former backyard wrestler. You know, when you're doing those splashes on the grass, you're not landed on your knees. You're falling feet first on a lot of those, like.
You're rolling through.
Yeah, you're rolling through basically. So he did like a backyard wrestling leap.
Hey, let me drop a little fucking knowledge on all three of y'all right now.
Uh-oh.
Not only am I a former backyard wrestler, but I'm the first thing you hear in the fucking movie The Wrestler. The Golden Globe Academy Award winning movie, The Wrestler. And you know what happens in The Wrestler?
Academy Award nominated.
Nominated, but Golden Globe winning. Golden Globe winning. You know what happens to The Wrestler?
What?
That motherfucker, he wrestles until he can't wrestle no motherfucking more.
Only
and you want to know something?
Here,
hold on. This is the thing. Edge did that shit. Edge did that shit. Edge did that shit for The Rock.
I'm really here.
Everyone does it for The Rock.
Wait, why did he do it for The Rock? Explain that to me, Larry.
Because Rock is a part of the 50-year-old club. Guys that really shouldn't be wrestling anymore. Jeff Hardy's almost there. Matt Hardy's almost there. Chris Jericho's there. But guess what? These are the motherfuckers that paved the way. So in the same regard that I'm going to be out there ringing hell's bells on that microphone until my motherfucking last breath and inspiring all of those people that are watching me, that eventually are like, I'm going to get up there and hold that microphone and rock it like Larry Legend. As a wrestler, you got to sacrifice until you're dead.
Yeah. It's about being more than your physical vessel.
And WWE, and the corporation, they're more focused on, oh, well, we don't want to be like not caring of humans to let someone like Bryan Danielson wrestle.
Right.
Or Sean, remember Christian was like involved in a story with Edge. WWE was like, but you will not take a bump. You will not bump in our ring because your neck might break.
Well, that was the whole Shield stuff.
About to get curb stomped, or I don't even remember what it was, but it was so late. Christian is in AEW right now, and regardless of if a bump that he takes from Swerve Strickland is going to have him in a wheelchair, that motherfucker, that Sagittarian motherfucker, is out there doing that shit. So Edge is taking jumps off the top of a barbed wire cage in 2024, breaking his tibia. There's some chance that we just might see Stone Cold versus CM Punk.
Maybe one day.
I think that's more likely than not at this point.
I think Stone Cold gave Kevin Owens a suplex on the outside that one WrestleMania. And he's like,
He took the suplex.
or he took it. He's like, I regret this. I'm never
Maybe
doing this
he
again.
did that just to fucking whet Punk's appetite, just to be like, yeah, motherfucker, you want to sit on the sidelines? Look what you could be doing.
Yeah, that was wild. That was straight arena floor.
I could not believe when Stone Cold like took his shirt off. Is that what he did? Did he take it? Did he take it?
No. But he did take the suplex.
He took that suplex like a G.
Like
it was
what was the
01,
thing that he did to let you
summer
know
of
he was
01.
about to? Did he take his necklace off? Did he take something off?
His vest?
Maybe his vest. He wrestled in
He
his
didn't even
shirt
have
and
a vest.
jorts the whole match.
He wrestled like 04 Austin. I ain't taking the shirt off no more, pa. That's it with him. I ain't taking the shirt off no more, papa. This is staying on.
Good times.
He looked like an action figure.
Good
That's what
times
he
in the
looked like.
neighborhood. I stayed in and watched all of WWE. I watched all of AEW because the flagship show is on fire. So if you want to hear more of this discussion,
Oh, come on.
tune in on Thursdays for me
I
and
just
Larry.
love that wrestling. I love that in wrestling. Look, Don Shula, first of all, or like Ditka. Ditka's never gonna like come out and be like, "All right, the Bears are down in the fourth. They need me." I was looking at
I wish.
was
Bears
the Bears back in '89. That'll never happen.
I wish.
God, did we watch the footage of J.J. Dillon
Yep.
with a walker? With a fucking walker? Walking the motherfucker out to the ring. You know what?
Yeah.
Because J.J. You understand what I'm saying? J.J. Bro, no matter what 2024, bro.
I agree with you.
He heard the horse.
I agree with you. Beer, blood, and body slams. Wow, what a tongue twister. Christian might be having his best run ever right now. I agree.
I agree.
And
he's going down in history.
Yeah, he's having he's better than ever. There's somebody else right now that's better than ever that I forget, but Edge is definitely having a cringe run right now. Top 3 most cringiest things in all of wrestling this week. Number 1, Chris Jericho. Number 2, last week's episode of Blvd Bullies versus the World. Number 3, Edge.
Well, what did Chris Jericho do?
I'm disagreeing with people that say Edge is cringe.
Oh, my God.
And
Edge.
I don't even like Edge.
I think it's more so the run. I think it's more so the run that he's having right now. It's very cartoonish.
Yo, I know. God bless him. God bless these guys who want
It's
to
awesome
mix it
to
up.
see him out there, like, hanging with the boys because he's doing things that we haven't seen him do. Like he said in an interview, I'm going out there and I'm trying at least one move that I've never done, that I've always wanted to do, but I've never done it. And he's done that. He's also going out there and having these types of matches, the barbed wire steel cage match. That is awesome. But it's like, okay, what's happening? Are we just having exhibition matches where you're like the next cool Tekken character and you're like fighting your way up?
Setting up him and Christian's last run in the E. All of this is just falderall. This is all
They'll
just,
both go back,
this is all just like the shit that Vince does where he sends these motherfuckers to go and drop little bombs all over the place, but stay in the public eye.
You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. And I'm challenging Billionaire Ted.
You think you know me?
Scheme Gene.
Brian, what is your favorite thing that happened? You said Beatbox Brian, you didn't watch you didn't watch Saturday or Sunday. You're neck deep in wedding planning.
I'm just a busy boy. I just watched. We didn't talk about anything Deathmatch last week. We didn't talk about the crazy.
Was there any Deathmatch last week?
The crazy, Shane Mercer threw the fucking guy off the roof onto the fucking the barbed wire
trampoline.
Kamikaze. It was
Trambomboline. Tramboobline.
POR. It was POR event.
All I saw from that was Shane Mercer's back all cut up and him saying, "Damn mosquitoes."
He's insane.
I saw 2 things that made me laugh this week. One of them was sent to me by a valued source, and it was a Facebook post where the man who shall not be named said, "You know what? You know what, guys? I've accomplished everything there is to accomplish in deathmatch wrestling, and I think it's time for me to get into the best shape I possibly can and find myself on your computer screens for MLW.
Okay.
Nothing more to accomplish, you know?
Okay.
Everything, he's done everything there is to do.
Has he wrestled in Germany?
I think he could only afford to fly himself to Japan.
So then, no, he hasn't done it all. Has he wrestled in Mexico? Sean, you know Mexico?
And on the other side of the coin, listen, listen, geography is a nice feather in the cap, but geography ain't
Canada,
anything.
definitely. He's definitely blood in Canada, but I don't know about
Canada
Mexico or Japan. And those are the deathmatch hubs right there. You got to do your Mexico, you got to do your Germany.
Well, I mean, I'm not
you
really.
You got to do your Japan, you got to do your U.S.
I don't really subscribe to. I've bled on X amount of continents. That's just something that somebody who is already cool can say. You can't just say that to be cool.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about legacy, and I'm a legacy guy, you want to do with Abby.
Well, listen, miles are important.
You want to do what the forefathers
Puerto Rico.
and what Pondo and Necro are still doing.
Because
you want to follow in those footsteps to keep the death accolades, people being oh, this motherfucker's blood all over, So he knows what to do.
Brian's lawyer's calling him.
Germany. I don't think he's done WX. I don't think he's done Germany.
I just thought that was funny.
I don't think he's Zona.
The source who texted me that, we had a good little laugh. And then just on the other end of the spectrum, Atticus Kogar this week said that he has at most 10 death matches left. Here's another guy. Hold on, I want to wait for Brian. Brian, was that your lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, everything's fine.
So there's another person who has accomplished all there is to accomplish in deathmatch wrestling. Not another thing to possibly accomplish. Atticus Kogar says he's done with the shit show. He's got.
He said he has the same thing RSP said, and said he has a few more death matches left in
RSP's son.
Right, he's RSP's son. Yeah,
he's doing the same.
He's definitely RSP's son.
There, he's
biologically. Out. Yeah, so he's got 10 more.
Right.
10 more death matches. He's done everything there is to do. Hey, let me just pose a question, Larry. You've been around for a few minutes.
Yeah, 20.
A score or two.
Yeah.
If you're somebody like I don't mean to name names. If you're somebody like Matt Tremont, let's say, who's probably, who's 10 years fucking younger than me and walks like he's 65 years old. His head is never going to recover back to what anybody could call human. And he's still going, not only for his own passion, but for the fans and for the love of his students and his legacy as well that he built. He has a more community-based legacy on top of all the tournament accolades, and this guy's still going. Do you think that somebody like Matt Tremont wakes up and checks Facebook and sees people who are been in the game half as long as him saying that they've accomplished everything there is to accomplish and they're moving on? Do you think that angers somebody like that? What would Danny Havoc say about something like that?
I think they'd say good work. I think they'd say good work.
Get out while you can, kid.
There's only so far that you can go until you got to fucking start working them to think that you're going to walk away. And then when you walk away for a good 5 years, and then you post on Facebook or Twitter one day, I think I'm starting to get that itch.
I got my family back.
Once they miss you.
To be a deathmatch guy like Matt Tremont, you have to be a special type of person, dude. That motherfucker sticks forks into his goddamn head.
You have to be a backyarder.
So
dude,
really,
it's insane. It's really that's why we love the shit, dude. It's people do that shit to themselves for our enjoyment.
For performance art.
For performance art, right? But
you see, the thing is,
but obviously there's a pain involved with it. So it's people get off on pain. Some people, it's a weird thing.
Listen, I have no heat or criticism or anything against somebody who is sick of mutilating their body and wants to maybe get a better schedule. Anybody who wants to get a promotion, get a better schedule, move up in the ranks. I appreciate you. I love you. But I'm just saying, like, back in the day, there were wrestlers who just wanted to be wrestlers forever. And now we have wrestlers who want to use WWE or whatever as a stepping stone to become an actor, right? So, like, now, like, our deathmatch wrestlers are just wrestlers. You know, like, our wrestlers are actors and our deathmatch wrestlers are wrestlers.
Yeah, it's kind of like, there's this thing that I said to my friend. I was like, yo, I feel like that long hair is going to start to be like a symbol of masculinity. Like having like a wild ass mane is going to be like a straight hallmark, if you will. And having like a really short, like kind of butch cut is going to be like kind of like a calling card that like, yo, I get down. Like I'm down for the fucking whatever, right? Which is the exact opposite of the way that it used to be. It was like, oh, that long hair must mean you got some latent homosexual energy in there. You want to have hair like a girl, you know? And I think we're starting to see that morph, which is exactly what we might be seeing morph in the fucking wrestling. Tremont paved the way for like an Atticus to even be able to say, I got about 10 left in me. And that goes right back into what I was saying about Edge jumped off the cage, so that we always have our 50-year-old or 60-year-old or 70-year-old wrestlers who can do what Ditka and Dula and fucking Wilt Chamberlain, R.I.P., just can't do. They can never come out there and throw a chop or hit a 3 again. But Flair can! Flair can, dude!
Do you think that Atticus Cogar, in his shorter amount of time in the deathmatch scene, did like as many death matches as Tremont because of how much more death matches there are going on in the scene?
No.
I think Addy is smart enough to see guys like Pondo and Necro, who are automatically booked on international tours annually, say, I can kind of get myself up to their level, but I gotta Madonna. I gotta Undertaker. I gotta fucking all of a sudden be like, now I'm about this. And then 10 years after that, it's like, Atticus is gonna be cutting promos where he's like, 20 years of this, and you'll be able to see all of his origin stuff in the death match and all of his MLW stuff where he fucking got, you know,
but he got movers? You have movers in your whole...
That he's announced in Tournament of Death 30. What, yeah. Addy? You know?
Brian, what the hell is going on?
Don't interrupt, Larry.
Yeah, what is going on?
I have a delivery. I have a delivery.
It could be the person who actually hit him. Maybe they actually got into his apartment.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My apartment has cameras, Sean.
All right, well, listen, it's just a few minutes before we go to court, so I'll just wait.
Time flies.
Get us right back to the meat and potatoes.
Time flies.
Back into that.
We didn't even do the giveaway. We forgot the giveaways.
All right, let's really quickly do Larry's favorite part of the show.
Oh, yay.
Brian, show the giveaways very quickly. We have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. These are last week's giveaways.
I have some of those. Who's that?
John Wayne Murdoch and Schlack. And this is just like a Buried Alive sticker. It's a good band.
Okay, so Tony Norman.
Let me see that. No Holds Barred ones again. Let me see that red one.
Tony Norman says.
Schlack. No Holds Barred.
Tony Norman says, Brian, Sean, be bullies, not bitches. Axel Knows 90 says, I'm glad to be a part of the problem, Patrick. Clearly, the Precy principal didn't do it. Kit Osborne is back for his revenge. It has to be him.
That's
or
why
maybe even Stephen Jury. Chase Orlock says, justice for Sean. Jasmine is the one who clearly attacked Gins.
Or put a hit out.
Currently, we have Kit Osborne, Stephen Jury, and Jasmine St. Clair as new suspects for the attacker of Brian. Horror, pain, gore, death, says fun episode as always. But I was waiting to hear more about XBW, but Sean kept arguing with Brian. Put Sean in jail next week. Thanks for repping HPGD, Larry. Heading to Maryland Death Fest tomorrow.
Oh my God, it was so lit. I didn't go, but it was so lit.
Wesley Easter says Sean's attitude is shit and it takes away from the show. Joseph Amo says, this just ain't it. And if this is just a work, it's only putting one person over. And if it's not, it's fucking the show up. Can't listen to people argue on my free time. Sean, you've gotten a lot of heat before the judge presides and steps in. Do you care to comment on some of your naysayers as I completely randomize this giveaway this week?
I'm not gonna do like them and apologize to you, but what I will say to them is to take a look into the mirror. I read what you wrote to me and understand how that negativity is what's being spewed into this community, which leads into hatred, following hate, following hate, and following hate. So be the leaders that you wish to see.
Hate upon hate upon
Be the
hate.
leader that you wish to see. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
All right, we're hitting the randomizer button. I don't have time to show you because we're up against the 8 o'clock.
Also, now next
Chase
week,
Orlock, ironically
Chase
enough,
Orlock, nice.
Chase Orlock wins. Justice for
Our boy.
Sean.
Fuck Chase. He's just kidding. That's my boy. That's the Deathmatch Roundtable friend.
Okay, Brian, in
Deathmatch
regards
Elite.
to next week.
He's my friend too.
Joshua Tracy, a true trading card, a man of the trading card world. JJ Escobar card. He will. If you hit him up on Facebook, he will send them to you quickly and professionally without any issues. You can hit up Joshua Tracy, JJ Escobar. He has them signed as well. Dope card. Comment on this video. Next week we'll read your comments. And
Well, what about next week, Brian? You are being wed next week, so you have a jam-packed week. Are we taking a week off next week?
Well, that's completely up to you, gentlemen.
So you will be missing next week.
We don't need to take off. I'll be here.
I have to work. I have to actually work an extra day so I could be off on the weekend.
To be wedding.
To be wed. To be weddinged.
Weddinged.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next week we're right on.
Right.
We're right back on. We'll talk about the fallout from the case. I don't really know how this is going to go. I have been forwarded some evidence, 2 pieces of evidence that Brian submitted. There are more, but I didn't have the time. So Brian, you could use visual aids to show on your phone, support your case. Sean, I don't have really any evidence defending you, but I don't really have any evidence damning you either, except for the photo of you last week in the pants in question, and some other stuff that will be revealed as after Judge Joe Dred comes in presiding.
Okay. All I know is that I do have what was requested of me to bring, which was the exact same shoes that you saw in the video that just so happen to be the same ones I have, and my cargo pants that you can find on a Macy's shelf if you look in the hunting section.
So you really only brought evidence to damn yourself. You didn't really bring anything. You don't have like any kind of time slip where you were in the night in question, the day in question?
Well, listen, if in fact it is me who did hit Brian with those tubes, then I should have some sort of evidence from the dust on my clothes, right? I mean, we've all been to death matches and we know how the powder and stuff lingers on.
We're also grown adults and know how to do laundry.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Listen, I'm not going to get into it until the judge is in front of me, and I'm not arguing, like I said. It's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that.
Sounds like you're making an argument.
Pat, please just...
Guys, please. Brian has movers. Brian is just sitting here podcasting while these people carry.
Dude, I'm gonna pull back the curtain. The delivery was scheduled between 3 and 7, and it was. Oh.
All right, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give to you all rise. For the Honorable...
I'm not standing up.
Judge Joe Dred. Well, no, we don't have to.
Fucking judge. He's a judge, dude. We're
have some reverence.
Y'all
raise our hands.
Here, I'll put my hat over my...
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I feel like Larry can't even stand up in that.
I'll fucking rise.
I don't have a Bible. I'm Jewish. I don't have a Bible.
It's okay. I brought one.
All right. I get it.
I need a Torah.
Joe, thank you for joining us. Before we get into the
made my fucking head fall down. You see what happens?
Before we get into the
Jesus.
trial, I just first of all want to tell you that thank you for joining us, of course. Everybody
Absolutely.
follow Judge Joe Dred on all social medias, buy his T-shirts, buy his things. I was wondering to myself if you had a 16th century judge wig. And you've answered that question here within the first moment, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I have a long collection of them. I've been an avid collector of all judge paraphernalia. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And before you get into it, tell us what you got coming up on the schedule. You're on hot fire. You don't have to be here wearing a wig as our judge. You're ascending. You're leveling up every week.
Very important activity right now,
Yeah, very
Patrick.
important activities for Judge Joe Dred, Brian. So let him plug his fucking ascending career, please, before we get into this shit show.
Yeah, I will. I just got done working over in Las Vegas. I just got off from playing Las Vegas, but I knew I had been pressing matters here. To be able to use my law degree and all the work I put in to be a judge is my true passion. Beating the shit out of people. That's my hobby. That's the weekend warrior gimmick. You know, that's so to be here is the more important thing. But yes, I'll be the next time that I'll be out here. Distributing violent justice will be June 23rd at XPW's Look What You Made Me Do. And if you have been following along with my legal counsel, one Stephen Jury, we have an interesting offer. Yeah. No one was able to afford his retainer to be represented by him. That's the problem. So,
He costs money?
Sean can't afford that shit.
Yeah, no way, Sean. Sean has a public defender.
I'm defending myself.
Right.
Jesus Christ, it's the first time I saw you and you popped up on here. You look like every person in child support court. Jesus Christ.
Well, lucky for you, Judge, I won mine.
Oh. Winning doesn't mean, you know, I didn't want to
Hey,
shoulders are definitely didn't win the war, Sean.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Viewers,
I don't know who looks more ridiculous, me or the fucking guy in the pit vipers.
Please,
the guy
wearing the WCW
shirt.
Very telling. Very telling.
Please not bury Shawnee Schiavone.
Take it easy. All right.
Viewers are asking if you are going to not if, but when are you going to be announced for King of the Kill?
When?
Yeah, not if, but when.
They need to get on that. My phone's been dry. They've been dry. All right, it's been dry on that end, but I'm sure Stephen Jury's just working out the details with Mr. Kohlenberg over there. And I don't know if they want me there because if you remember, they've got one Mr. Matt Tremont there. And last I remember, he was laying in a pool of his own blood and vomit in my lap while everyone booed because I killed their fucking hero. All righty. So I don't know if they want me even near him.
So it went well. The Tremont match sounds
again.
like it went well.
Yeah,
where did you fight Satu? What company was that for?
RPW.
And King of the Kill's RPW, right?
Yep.
And then I wrestled Matt Tremont for RPW at Miasma Mania weekend. And maybe they're just mad about the slew claiming myself as the new bulldozer. That old man he's out to pasture. He's out to pasture. He can't do the same song and dance anymore. And you know what? Someone's got to pick up that mantle. It's your boy Judge Dred. But I'll be June 23rd.
We don't tolerate Tremont slander on this program.
Oh, my slander.
Hey, this is the future. This is the future, brother.
Hey,
I'm telling you right now.
Are you in Tournament of Death too?
Probably.
Again, I'm not at liberty to say which tournaments I may or may not be in, but I will say this. I have flights booked. I plan and been training with one Stephen Jury to prepare for multiple matches in one night on the chance that you see my name through those things. So, but my focus right now.
Stop saying his fucking name.
Well, I actually, part of my contract with him, because I don't pay him, is I have to mention his name so many times to get him out.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
It's kind of the deal. It's like a marketing deal. Kind of like when you see like Dusty Rhodes trying to sell used cars, kind of a gimmick.
Right.
So,
in other words, he's a rat.
I wouldn't say that. But anyway, yeah. June 23rd, XPW, Look What You Made Me Do.
Well, we just got done here in Vegas at Marks R Us, Money Marks over the weekend, where me and one Alex Colon tagged as Blood Fighter, and
you are part of them. You're a Blood Fighter now with Joel Bateman and Alex. I see the jersey.
That's right. That is right.
I saw a funny clip from that where Alex Colon couldn't put him through the fucking plane of glass, and then you put him through, and it was sick.
Dude, I felt bad. I usually never feel bad for the guys out there that I'm fighting, but this kid, I just hear thumps, and I'm like, the kid isn't giving like a normal cry for help. He's like, "Oh my god," and he's just like giving this out of breath sound. And I look over, and I'm like, "Oh god, that kid is dying." And I'm like, Alex, and then Alex goes, "Put him through this. I'm blown up." I put it up there, put the kid through. I'm like, hell yeah, that was tight. But good time. You'll see us more.
Yes, Sean. Go ahead.
You go, Pat. Go, Pat.
Go ahead, Sean. I see Shawnee Shavani is
chomping.
To be quite honest, I don't know how comfortable I am right now with the plaintiff and the judge sharing.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
So if
don't you worry, Sean. Honestly,
please get straight to business.
You got on my level, because that get up, dude, is I'm actually, at first I was like, what the fuck is this? And now I'm like, yo, where do I cop something like that?
Yeah. This is as real as it gets, Judge Joe Dred, and I just want to be as honest and as straightforward as you as I can, being the honorary judge that you are. So whenever you're ready, sir, I'm good and ready to go as these pit vipers on a hot August day.
All right. Okay.
All righty. Order in the court.
So let me bring you up to speed, Joe, to what we got going on here. Basically, as you know from being a member of the Deathmatch community, Brian is an agitator. He's a shit stirrer. He, lives and dies by his own code of ethics and honor. And what happened on this show is that Sean and Larry were both accosted at their live performances because of the actions of Brian, not only right here on this program, but also in Deathmatch Elite Facebook, message board. Who even uses Facebook anymore, am I right? But anyway, so that led to attention. People from the Deathmatch community were calling for Brian to be removed from the show. Brian was removed from the show. Larry and I Larry, myself, and Sean Shavani did a vote, and me and Larry voted Brian back on the show. Sean was not happy. Long story short, long story longer, in between then and now, Brian was attacked. Security footage has been shown. You've been given all the documents, so if you haven't read them, just pretend that you have. And last week, Sean was wearing the same exact pants of the assailant. Larry, am I missing anything here?
Please don't forget about my dead uncle's bongos.
Oh, okay. Yes,
yeah,
Brian.
That's actually right. I just have dead uncle's bongos, and that's
all you need. That's all you need, bro.
That's all the documents you need.
Sure,
dead
sir.
uncle's bongos.
Well, because I guess there is an element of emotional scarring as far as physical, because Brian was on the way to place his dead uncle's bongos on his dead uncle's grave, and the bongos were stolen as well.
Unfortunate.
So I don't know. I just wanted to bring the judge up to speed. I don't really know where we're going from here. Larry, do you have something to say?
No, I mean, I think you've got everything covered, the long and the short of it all. But just like Brian astutely pointed out, the dead uncle's bongos and the ritual that was being performed at the time of the attack, I think is a critical piece of evidence to say this was something that was very personal.
Yeah. Almost a borderline hate crime, because if I'm not mistaken, I did go to Bible college one Mr. Ginsburg, and that is a ritual of the Jewish people when someone passes to put their bongos on their grave if they haven't.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. All righty. Well, let's get this thing started here. I'm gonna need everyone here. I would like the plaintiffs and defendants to raise their right hand with me. Let me grab my Torah. All righty.
I'm gonna get my Quran. Where's my Quran?
I got you right here, Larry. I got you. Let me get the other one.
Oh, good. Yeah, get that Quran on there too. All of them. Yeah.
All righty. All righty. Would you repeat after me? I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear
To tell the truth.
to tell the truth
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing
And
but the
nothing
truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Or Yahweh. Whatever you got.
Or Yahweh.
Or
you could do Allah. You could do Jehovah Jireh.
Hashem. Hashem. Hashem.
Whatever you will.
Yep.
Baphomet.
Jehovah Jireh.
You got all of them. Every last one of them deities.
Alrighty. So let's start off here with Brian's counsel. You have the floor. Ask any questions that you would like to ask to anyone you'd like to call to the stand. If it be Mr. Brian, your client, if it's the defendant Sean, if you have some surprise witnesses I don't know about.
Well, the thing about it is that I am defending Bad Take Bry. I am prosecuting you, Sean.
You're prosecuting. Yeah, you're prosecuting.
I'm prosecuting.
You're going to step in, I guess.
Prosecuting, yeah.
Huh.
Yes.
I'm prosecuting you, Sean, because
All right.
I have to say that I'm split right down the middle. On one end of things, Brian, your actions do get people to not buy my merch because they think I'm a bad guy. On another hand, I've been having the time of my life talking to guests, participating in court. And that's why I feel that it's necessary to have you around. But on the same token, I feel like that, Brian, you really have come in like a whirlwind. You've taken the pro wrestling industry by storm. And Sean, I see you still getting up there. And from an outside perspective, Brian kind of has a lot more clout in this game than just outlaw. So I can't help but think that after seeing the pants and after feeling the vibes, that who else would make it so personal as to go after my client when he was performing a ritual for his uncle? Bongos that have been featured on XPW, have been covered on Deathmatch Elite.
I've used the bongos. I've used them.
The judge himself. So, Sean, are you jelly of Brian? Did it pin you?
Absolutely
This
not.
is what I want the judge to consider, the people to consider, and Sean, I want you to consider it too, because I'm half and half here.
You know what, Sean? You don't have to defend yourself. Let me step in as your public defender, your defender, legal counsel.
Do you have any credentialing to do this?
I mean, he called us together. He made the court that we're even in. He built it. So
I mean, does Larry have any credentials?
I know. I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? If I have to light some weed as well, Larry.
All righty. I'll allow it, even though it's the devil's lettuce, and I don't approve of it.
I mean,
Sean.
Yes.
And to the people who it pleases the court,
Mm-hmm.
Look at this man with his WCW Nitro collared shirt and his very proportionately and correctly tied tie and his NASCAR sunglasses, hair neatly tied back, ready.
Hold on, let the record show, let the people show those are pit vipers.
Pit vipers. Well, you know what? They might be pit vipers, but on his face. But in his heart, this guy's Dale Earnhardt. You know?
Racing cars?
Racing cars. Cashing checks. Doing business. This man owns his own company. This man goes and collects DNA from wrestlers and puts them on cards and sells them to the fans who want them. And not only that, he'll bandage these wrestlers up right afterwards.
Michael, what are we even talking about right now? This is the trial.
I'm defending. I'm doing my opening statement. Please.
I'm sorry.
Do you have a line of? I agree with the plaintiff. Do you have a line of questioning you'd like to give to your?
Yeah. You gotta get.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask a simple question.
Sustained.
I'm just gonna ask a simple question. Sean, how many people in your life have you seen? Estimate the amount of people you've seen in your life wearing camouflage pants.
Hundreds.
Literally hundreds. And how many people are familiar and fans of and wear Nike sneakers?
Millions.
Literally millions. There you have it. That's all I got for you. And also, look at his shirt. WCW Nitro collared shirt and a tie. That should also count for something. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Your Honor, if I may.
Is there any more questioning that Larry you would have for him before he makes the statement?
I just want to know, when you make the statement, could it have been you?
All right. Well, no further. We're going to go ahead and move on to you. Go ahead and take it. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Your Honor, Larry, Pat, all the esteemed members of the jury, the council, the minutes. I'd like to point out that I am an esteemed member of the Blvd Bullies. I became acquainted with Pat in the year of 2015.
Oh, we had a surprise.
Within that time,
Order in my courtroom here.
Within that time, Your Honor, I have built a relationship with Pat where Pat brought me on part of the train to move as a locomotive, full steam ahead, rushing through stations and only stopping at those that needed our attending.
All right. I object to all this. Objection. All of it.
What the fuck is this motherfucker doing here?
Hey, listen. First of all, you need to pipe down before I have you disbarred. I'll have you and your lawyer, jury, I'll have you both disbarred, okay? For lesbianic transgressions and I also have concrete evidence. I got concrete evidence that you and jury use loaded balls during your tennis matches to win them illegally.
No.
What's going
on? What the fuck are you talking about, Slack? Loaded balls and tennis?
Order my court. First of all, who invited this grandmother who's dressed like a member of the Strokes?
Patrick invited him. He's the fourth bully.
He's a witness.
You didn't know?
This is the fourth bully. This is a former bully member.
I have my law book. I have my law book.
Law books? I have law books. I have law books upon law books.
I got law books. I got how many books?
Law books.
I got 3 law books.
I'll go law book for law book with you, you fucking moron.
I have a team of lawyers. I can call right now. Okay, I am here to interject.
They don't count as lawyers.
I am here to interject my case into this entire thing, okay? First of all, Sean, he can say whatever he wants, Everyone can say whatever they want, but, I am here to sue. I'm here to counter sue against Brian for my hand being hurt after I struck him in the back. My hand got hurt on the bongos.
We all know you didn't do it.
Listen to me, dude.
Black is trying to take credit.
There you have it.
Yeah, there you have it. Show us the bongos, Schlack.
We're gonna have to review the tapes. My hand. Look at my hand. Look at it.
Guys, Pat, can we play the evidence again just so we can prove that it was Schlack and we can get out of here? Because it wasn't me.
Order.
Listen, I also am countersuing Patrick for that erroneous text he sent me that was completely loaded with misinformation, saying that I was the 4th bully. I was supposed to be the 4th bully, completely loaded with misinformation.
That seems like a firm case, Pat. That's a firm case on my end.
It's cut and dry. It was erroneous. That text was erroneous.
Why do you keep saying erroneous?
It was erroneous because you know exactly what it was.
He doesn't know any of the words. He doesn't know any of the words.
Listen, I have books that tell me that's a word. I multiple
You can't
books.
even read. Prove that you can read.
It doesn't matter. Listen, I have a photographic memory. It doesn't matter if I can read or not.
You can't handle the slack.
You remember.
Listen to me. Listen to me, Judge Joe Dred. You can't handle the truth.
Okay, all right. Do you have a glove or something? Do you have a glove nearby that you can try on so we can acquit you?
Listen, the only thing I have near me is the fact. There's a fact here. There's a fact here that I am in the ACAB section. Okay? And ACAB, all cops are bastards, that includes judges and lawyers. Okay?
These are the sections, Schlack.
Dude, it's
what is happening?
What a farce.
This
entire court is out of order.
I have a team of lawyers.
I still haven't gotten my point across, guys.
All right, Schlack, do you care to if you can remain quiet and let's all hear it. We want everyone to weigh in here.
I'll take it down a notch, but you've seen my hand. Look at my hand.
You just punched the fucking wall, Schlack.
He just burst into the courtroom saying that he attacked Brian.
I'm countersuing.
First of all, the hands of the person that struck me were brown hands.
Oh, Brian, I'm sure you
brown hands.
Yeah,
look at your hands. They're not brown hands, Schlack.
Hey, Brian, order. Hold on. Brian, can one not apply oneself a brown leather isotoner glove?
No, there was no gloves involved. No gloves.
All right.
Hold on, that will let the record show that can stay because we've all seen that photo of Ian Ruff. Hold on. Possible, Brian, that needs to be brought into the jury's weighing in. It is possible to apply that kind of brown conditioning to a hand. We've seen that photo of Ian Rotten and Drake Younger. It is possible.
That's 10. There's a difference. Judge.
The photo is there. The evidence is out there. Look at it. He made him look like a dead body. How dark he was. All righty.
Ian has no blood.
Finish the statement here, Sean, and then we'll get to the evidence.
Thank you. Like I was saying, I became acquainted with Patrick James back in 2017, and then I became a part of the team following WrestleMania 32.
That's a good year. Good year.
Brian actually could not make the show as he had obligations, very much like he won't be a part of the show next week. And I stood in for him, and I took the place of which a bully needed, and I took the reins and I went forward with it. And
Act like you've never missed a show, Sean.
Judge, please, Judge.
Keep doing that. I'm not to hold you in contempt.
Thank you.
I'm going to object just for no reason.
Overruled.
Okay.
With that being said, what was mentioned earlier by Mr. Ginsburg was, yes, I did miss a few shows, and those shows were to attend court dates where I was ordered to pay ridiculous amounts of money, and I had to fight, very much like I'm fighting here right now, for the respect that I deserve. I'm a good man then, I'm a good man now. I'd never in a million years attack a friend. And yes, I do own
the pants.
A pair of camel pants.
It's the same exact pants.
And yes, I do own a pair of Marina Blue Jordans.
Literally the same exact sneakers.
Hey, let the man speak.
Oh, sorry.
But I did not, and I repeat, I did not hit you with those light tubes with this brown hand.
Where's the goddamn bongos, bro?
What bongos?
What do you mean, what bongos?
Judge, please. I'd like to be referred to by his attorney and not directly the plaintiff.
Yes, exactly. It had to go through
Sean,
Brian.
We have reason to believe that in your possession right now, somewhere in that vault of wrestling memorabilia that you call a domicile, that you have Brian's uncle's bongo.
You stole Pat's job, and you stole my dead uncle's bongo.
Order, Ginsburg. Hold on. All righty.
Your Honor.
And you attacked me.
Your Honor.
Your Honor,
seems to be
all we have to do is go to
issue.
the evidence, and all you have to do is see his stupid shoes, his stupid pants, and his stupid hands. And that's all we need to see and know that it's this man right here that didn't realize there was cameras around and got caught red-handed stealing my uncle's bongos and attacking me from behind.
Objection. 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 How could Sean be the guy when my hand is, look at my hand. Look at my hand. It's
a swollen hand, Schlack.
One, not get a brown or black glove and apply it on one's hand.
It doesn't fit.
That doesn't fit.
Sean's more of like caramel. Sean's like caramel colored, Schlack.
The glove doesn't fit.
I object. I object.
Overruled. Shaq, you didn't do it.
Let us see this evidence here.
Okay.
I will make my ruling.
So while you guys have been chatting, I've already shown the security footage again. And then in a recent post of Sean's social media, he is standing with his son Jimmy at a basketball game. By the way, for those of you who can't see at home, you guys already saw this document, so just use your imaginations, obviously. He's standing with Jimmy, who, by the way, just side note, is towering over him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's wearing the shoes. It is obvious that he is wearing the same exact blue, Jordan 1s, marine blue Jordan 1s that Sean has displayed right here. Yep, the same exact ones. He's wearing them. So it's nothing that we haven't seen. But, however, Brian, I feel like you said that there was new footage abound. There was secret. You have secret footage.
There's clear. You can kind of even see the nice T-shirt in which I gave Sean myself. You can see him wearing it. You can see him wear.
All right, so
Your Honor, this evidence is inadmissible. This evidence is inadmissible.
Hold on.
Listen,
yes, Larry?
If the court is presented with evidence that can further incriminate and find the actual assailant, then we have to bring it into this case. So if you're saying, Brian,
it is the footage. It is the footage, the damning footage. It is you are wearing the shirt, the shoes, and the pants, and you have the bongos in your possession.
Brian, how did you acquire this footage?
Your Honor.
That is not important.
Your Honor, if I may.
I have connections.
Brian,
I'm friends with Rob Black.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
I have
boy.
connections.
Oh God, listen to this guy now.
I wasn't aware that you guys. I wasn't aware that you skimmed through my family pictures and you involved my son in this.
You posted it on Instagram. You posted it on Instagram.
And Your Honor, the last thing I want to do is be a horrible representation of a leader and a good father. So with that being said,
he's a skimmer.
Here are the bongos.
Oh, fuck. You took them out of my car. You took them out of my car.
Black, it's okay, dude. It's fine. You don't have to. It's okay. I got myself into this, and I'll get myself out of it.
So what you're telling me is
how do you have them?
There they are,
Sean.
So what you're telling me is Brian not only ruined me being the fourth bully, he ruined my entire XPW career, and now he ruined my countersuit against Patrick for the complete bamboozlement out of me being the fourth bully and for my hand being basically paralyzed at this point.
Yeah, you have nothing left, Schlack.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah. All righty.
Look at the hand.
Probably beat up a poor innocent soul.
Look,
I think I have enough evidence now to make my ruling. The first ruling in sentencing is the mockery that's been made of the courtroom and the justice system. First, I'm sentencing one Mr. Schlack to Alcatraz to a sentence of taking at least 3 photo booth photos. And finally,
photo booth.
Too late. The evidence is already on. All righty. 2. Now, Sean, I can appreciate when somebody is compelled to speak the truth, you want to make an example of being a good and honest man, and you've come clean. And as a judge, that is all we want is the truth. But the truth has consequences. Yeah.
Sorry.
Got half the truth.
Sorry. Can't handle the truth.
But
can't handle it.
Sorry.
Jeez.
It's from I
know what it's from. I know what it's from. God damn it. 10 years of school for this. Alrighty. With that being said, Sean, the truth has consequences. And therefore, Sean, I find you guilty. And I sentence you that you must be forced to apologize to Bad Take Brian live on pay-per-view at XPW. Look what you made me do.
Wow.
This case is closed.
Wow. Wow.
Who ordered the code red?
Wow. This is a broken courtroom. This is a broken courtroom. I cannot believe it. I'm going to have to take this to the federal level. Because this.
Yeah, they've been looking for you. I
honestly feel emotional right now seeing my uncle's bongos.
I bet you do, Brian. I bet you do.
And of course,
Thank you, Judge.
Could we motion to have the restitution of the bongos returned?
No.
What do you mean?
What do you mean no, Sean?
Hold on.
It just says no.
They will be returned following the apology live on pay-per-view. And look what
this is happening.
Wow.
This is happening. I'm making a decision.
Wow.
I'm only doing it if Larry's the mediator. I'm only comfortable standing.
Wait. I know.
No. You're going to listen to me.
Well,
I'm only doing this if Larry's mediating it. I'm not standing in a ring with him.
Yeah,
Larry,
I will agree to mediate it, but I'm only doing it if Schlack will be there to bear witness.
Oh my God! Well, we should probably just do it in an alley then, because.
Oh no!
There's an alley next to the hardball room.
No.
Look at this guy's hands.
Hey, order! I need this on there because I get a cut of every paper.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So get in the fucking ring.
I'll agree to be there. I'll bring the bongos, and I'll do what's right. I'll apologize.
All righty.
I mean, Sean has already filled in for me on commentary at an XPW show in the past when Homeless Jimmy won the Deathmatch championship. So
okay, he didn't win the Deathmatch championship. Let's make it fucking clear here, okay? He just survived the Deathmatch championship. I'm the one that went 70 fucking minutes with every single motherfucker, and he just came and picked the fucking ball.
It's true. He Ric Flaired it.
Okay. I was just tied Sean into already being a playable character in XPW.
You guys are triggering Schlack, dude. Guys, look what you're doing to him. You're triggering him.
There has been a complete collapse of the judicial system tonight, okay? You hear me, Judge Joe Dred? A complete collapse.
He's not even wearing the powdered wig anymore.
The entire system. System. And listen to me, Joe. Listen to me. This is not the last you've seen of Schlack, okay? On all fronts. In the courtroom, in the ring. And don't worry, you will get exposed for your use of your loaded tennis ball.
My balls are not loaded. My balls are perfectly fine. My balls are empty.
Schlack, thank you.
Thank you, Schlack, so much.
Thank you, Schlack.
He knows how to go now.
Schlack, I'm sorry, Sean. I just want to know why, dude. Like you just steal my dead uncle's bongos, and you attack me. And
why not?
Because he's Shivani.
Why not take what I want?
Shivani.
Why not take what's there that nobody's
So basically, it's what you stole Pat's job. You want me out of Blvd Bullies. I'm going to keep saying it's the truth. And you want me out of Blvd Bullies. You steal my dead uncle's bongos, and now you just think that everything. You think that you're fucking king shit, king of the world.
You're not wanted here.
By who?
By me. And me
Who
only.
are you?
Listen.
I'm the person who has these damn bongos. And
Right.
if you
you're
want
a
the damn
coward
and if you want the damn bongos back the right way, the same way the judge decreed, then you'd speak to me the right way before the judge takes that opportunity away from you to get these back.
That's
so
not how
do
it works,
yourself
Sean.
the favor.
That's not how the law
and calm
works.
it down.
The judge said that you have to come and to Newark, New Jersey for XPW. Look what you made me do, and apologize with my dead uncle's bongos. So there's no escaping that.
Harassing this man is going to only get you in further trouble, Ginsburg. We've made the ruling. Let it be known, June 23rd, Sunday, live at the Hart Ballroom.
It's not harassment, Judge. He was invited to. He
Brian,
was a man
please,
that was invited to my wedding. He was invited to my wedding.
Judge, got a wig on.
I'm just saying, Judge.
This whole court's out of order.
Order in the court.
I wasn't order. At the wedding. I love weddings.
There's blood on those bongos, Sean. You better watch out.
Listen.
Yeah, there would have been blood on the dance floor of your wedding if you invited me.
And I got invited.
Oh,
Larry.
Oh, I got invited. I'm Larry.
Brian, listen, I'm going to be there with the bongos.
Let's try to keep it.
I'm going to do what's right, and I'm going to apologize to you, and we're going to move forward from this because we're both grown men.
And I just want to add an abjunction. I want to add an amendment abjunction that Sean must, on that night, wear exactly what he's wearing right now. This exact same ensemble with the camouflage pants and the sneakers in question.
Yeah, the stupid shirt and the stupid tie.
Shut up, Brian. Don't insult the man's fashion. Because if this was a fashion court, you would have lost a long time ago.
I'm sorry. Larry complimented my shirt. He didn't compliment your stupid shirt.
In comparison to Sean, I mean, you got nothing going on.
I think that's ridiculous thing to say.
Well, it's the truth.
I think, what do you know?
I'm still under oath, so you know I'm speaking the truth.
That you could still lie under oath.
Judge, can I be removed from the oath?
He's a perch. He's a percher.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Here you go.
All right, Brian, you look great.
Thank you. You too.
You're so mean, Patrick. Everybody looks good. I just can't see. Your shirt just looks like a gray shirt, though, Pat.
Looks like something my grandfather would wear.
Oh, wow, we're talking about my shirt. This is the Lone Star cutout man from True Detective Season 1 in the penultimate episode where he's cutting his Lone Star beers into the little men and forming a circle and saying that time is a flat circle and everything you've done will always repeat itself, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, oh, cool. American Psycho? Yeah, that's a cool movie.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't come out flashing it. You know? Anyway, Judge, Judge, you look great. Care to plug yourself and get the hell out of here?
Yes. Catch me over at XPW's Look What You Made Me Do on the 23rd. You can catch the stream coming out in Las Vegas of Marks R Us Money Marks for our Tag with Alex Colon on YouTube soon. You will see me on many of tournaments this year in August and September. Also on July 20th, I will be facing the one and only Casanova Valentine at RPW's.
Oh, Pat. I'm just kidding. I thought he was going to MLW. I thought he was getting into the. I thought he did everything there was to do, and he was getting in shape to go to MLW.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fight him. Yeah, July 20th. Me and that man are gonna square off at RPW and Scum of the Earth. Nice. Which I'm surprised you degenerates haven't remade the flyer to just say "Come of the Earth." I was just waiting.
I'll promote it, even though they don't use me anymore. I'll promote it.
Oh boy, here we
go. Like RPW.
Oh, anyway, also you can buy new Judge Joe Dred shirts coming out too soon. Here you can get these and the what you made me do.
I fucking logo's fire.
Where can you get that shirt again? People are asking in the chat. Look at that shirt. That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, new shirts, oversized print, Violent Justice. Nice. They'll be out here on Look What You Made Me Do. You can pick them up. And then only available in person. These are the in-person.
That's the way to do it.
Exclusive.
Sell them like tapes out of the back of your truck.
Them. He's ready. He got them.
So, yeah, check that out. And any other merch you want to buy, Deathmatch Worldwide, Judge Joe Dred. Thank you for having me.
You're a great judge. You're an awesome judge.
I do what I do.
What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's all. We're almost done.
You made the right decision, sir.
All righty. Well, I'm going to take
Sean,
off.
thank Judge. Thank the judge, Sean.
Judge, thank you so much. I hope to see you June 23rd in Newark, New Jersey at the Hart Ballroom for XPW
Tell
Presents.
Stephen Jury to stay home.
Oh, he will be with me. Also, I'm going to make him dress exactly as Sean is because he looks so professional.
Tuxedo match.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
We
All
don't
right,
want
you
the
guys.
jury.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll take the judge with the big gavel. No
Are
jury.
we going to say that we are now in a truce? Are me and Sean?
Wow.
And now you attacked me and apologized. Are we now in a truce?
Brian,
we can actually have a show and not you don't have to be an asshole to me.
Oh, Brian, hey, come on, Brian. Take it a little easy, buddy.
It's okay. I understand you're mad at me, and you have all the reason to be mad at me.
Show the bongos.
And if you want to curse at me, you can.
He has my dead uncle's bongo.
But I just, Brian.
Imagine if someone had your dead uncle's bongos, Patrick.
Brian, I just want you to know that I'm going to return them, and I am truly sorry. I am truly sorry, and I'll say that as many times as I can until that day that I am truly, truly sorry.
So you're coming to my wedding?
To your wedding? I'll think about it.
We're all going to the wedding. We're all going to be there at the wedding.
This whole thing is just ridiculous.
I just don't want to make it awkward, and I want the June 23rd to come and go. I just don't want you to be upset. Okay?
As long as you know what you did was wrong and you're apologizing, then that's all that really matters.
Well, listen, if
from your apology.
If the offer is still on the table, Brian,
as grown-ups.
If the offer is still on the table, I'd attend your wedding. So it's solely up to you. You could let me know through text.
Can I borrow that shirt for the wedding?
I'm sorry, no. It actually belongs to Tony Schiavone, so no.
I think that shirt would be too big on Tony Schiavone.
Jibby's here. You guys want to see Jibby? I'm gonna bring in my 8 foot
Hey, Jibby, come on in, Jibby.
Hey, Jibby, say hi to everybody.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Hello, Jibster.
Not including Brian, though. We don't.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Get off the show now.
Yeah,
get out of here, Jibby. Now you're unwelcomed. Unwelcome, Jibby.
Jibby, just quick question. The Honorable Judge Joe Dred just ruled against your father in the Battle of the Bongos.
Oh, yeah.
He is now forced to appear in Newark, New Jersey and apologize to Brian and give the Bongos back in person.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be there? Because Brian made some threats. I know that I'm probably going to have Schlack just as my own personal security.
You don't want
You're going to have Schlack there?
Well, Larry, what I was thinking
I think Jimmy is way cooler than Sean is.
So I think Brian.
Brian.
Hey, whoa.
I'm happy Jimmy's here too, but you don't have to be mean.
I'm just saying.
I just feel like, Larry, if you're the moderator.
He's a fan, Dad. He's just a fan.
I know.
He's
it's okay, son. Right. It's perfectly fine.
It's right.
Yeah, we're all in the shame. He just apologized to me, Jibby.
It's Brian, please. Tone it down.
He was put in a tough position.
Yeah, found guilty.
Not a lot of
guilty
people
as charged.
Brian, let Pat get through the deal.
No, I want to hear from Jibby. Keep going.
Listen, Brian. If I meet up with you in Newark, New Jersey, it's not going to be nice.
Hey. No. We're not doing that. Please. We're not doing that. Just say
what you breed, Sean. You breed violence.
And
goodbye, Brian. Pat.
Hey, good seeing you, brother. Yo, all Brian, right. I just want to tell you, right now, Brian, if you catch like a standing vertical drop kick from Jibby, I think you'd be knocked out. I think you'd be knocked out.
Over, Brian.
I think you don't realize how hard my head is.
Okay, hey, you know what? Valid. That's valid, Brian. Wow, now I really want to see this.
I don't fight minors.
He's not
just saying. He's 18?
He is a minor, but
so he's a minor. I don't fight minors.
Very much mature, okay?
Okay, I'm not saying he's not mature. I'm saying he's underage, so that would be a problem.
I feel like in 102 episodes, Jimmy just cut the best promo out of all of us.
I don't like what's going where this is going.
I don't like it either, Larry. Well, I just want a case. I should be ecstatic.
Now we're gonna get a fight going because of Pat.
Well, listen.
I was just saying this kid wears a size 14 shoe.
He's a huge boy.
Let's stay on target. Stay on target.
I'm a little worried. That was very cryptic. That was cryptic.
It's a cryptic man.
I just feel like that's what I want to see is
Crypt
Jimmy
Keeper.
dropkick Brian.
No, Pat, but stick to the fucking program.
You know who the Crypt Keeper is?
That's the
Jordan
new program.
Oliver.
Now listen, we
Brian, that was not necessary.
Brian, no, Brian.
That was not. That's like me calling Jimmy Lloyd the Penguin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I made the Jordan Oliver Crypt Keeper meme. That was a thing.
Oh, boy.
I mean, why did you just bring that up?
Why?
I don't know, because
It's
we
just a
were
nephew.
talking about the Crypt Keeper.
Can I just say something
Just
really
relative,
quickly?
like a
When
nephew
the
or a
word
grandchild.
cryptic leads you to the Crypt Keeper to lead you to fucking take a dig at Jordan, who ain't got shit to do with anything we're talking about.
That's
Brian,
exactly what
I wanna
happened.
tell
That's
you
exactly
something
what
real
happened.
quick.
That's
That's
literally
That's the way your
exactly.
mind works, and that's why Sean.
That's why this happened,
Oh, boy.
Brian.
Yo, look at
That's
this.
why
Dude,
this
what you're
happened.
Look at these things now.
Fuck all of you, because you guys
Yo,
are on the show that we
yo.
invited you guys to.
No, but Brian, real quick, without any interruption, that is specifically why I did what I did, and I took these bongos because you, my friend, don't take anything serious.
No, I don't, because I don't give a fuck, and I never have, and I never will.
Bongos, though.
You did when you were
Those
off
are my
the
dead
show.
uncle's
Sean, play a
bongos.
little
I
ditty.
care
Play a
very
little
much
bongo
about
song.
that.
Off the show, you gave a fuck.
Trigger Brian.
Did I?
Bongo
Give
song.
a
You guys
fuck.
invited me back,
Good. Play a little.
motherfuckers.
listen to that.
You know what?
How dare you?
I just got a new bed delivered to my house.
How
I'm
dare
happy
both
as
of you?
shit.
How dare both of you?
I thought, Brian, me taking these bongos would actually open up the light in your eyes and help you see
You
that.
tried to make it a secret, Snake Sean.
Brian, I try to get your mind away from the
There is a
negativity.
truce. Justice has been
And I-
served.
So if there's a truce, then we have to move away from the blame and the talking of other
We
people,
are.
or
We
else I'm
are.
gonna talk shit back to you. God damn it!
We are, Brian, and it's okay. And I understand you're upset, and we're gonna work towards that.
Yeah,
But
'cause you have
right
my dead
now-
uncle's bloody bongos.
Hey, and I'm sorry, and I am truly,
Kendrick
truly
Lamar.
sorry.
I don't feel
This
like
is
you.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
But listen,
And you're gonna be very sorry at XPW. Look what you made me do when you say it to me in the middle of the ring and present to me my dead uncle's bongos.
but why am I gonna be upset?
No, you're not. I mean, I guess you might be, because I think that you're doing it as a farce.
I mean, he
You're
could
not
not
really
be.
sorry. I don't think you're really sorry. I think that you secretly don't really want me here, and you just want your own
Well,
show
if Larry's mediating,
and to be somewhere else completely,
Well,
if
doing something
Larry's-
else, wearing that very same T-shirt and tie.
Well, Pat, what were you saying?
Well, I'm just saying, if Larry's going to be the arbitrator, then I'll be Larry's security. But then I'm probably going to need security, so I'll probably just invite Schlack.
And listen, Larry, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot like that by asking.
Is he
you. We're not
frozen?
really asking you, more so
No.
requesting. He's listening.
I'm where I need to be for the end of this show.
So, like I was saying, Larry, I'm sorry for just throwing you in there like that, but there's no other person on this earth that I trust more with a duty like that. You marry
I mean,
people. You marry
know,
people.
I'm getting
You
married,
know-
so I don't really give a
you
fuck
know-
about much else.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can
no.
see that, Brian, for months.
I know, Larry.
Dude, I wish you understood
know.
how
I'm
stressful
even
it
gonna
is.
say yeah, because he's gonna keep
No
talking.
one understands.
I know,
No one
Larry.
understands.
Yeah, you know.
Well, listen,
you know.
I
Sean
chose
might
Larry-
understand.
Yeah,
Sean
that's
might
what I do.
understand.
I chose Larry because I know he's someone, Brian, you can trust, and I wholeheartedly know that I can trust him.
Yeah,
But
I
who
will
better-
moderate.
Who better than to have right there in that squared circle with the both of us than Larry Legend himself? Okay?
A
I
true
could
media,
even-
a
I
true
could
mediator. I wouldn't want anybody else
It's gonna be
besides
fine.
Larry.
Here's the Brian
It's gonna be
footage, by the
fine.
way. For anybody who didn't see it, it's some kind of secret ring cam of what looks
Has this
like
footage-
Sean.
Was this footage not shown to Judge Joe Dred?
He saw it already. He saw it
He
in
saw
the
everything.
pre-tape.
Okay. Got it. Was this the audience didn't see it?
Well, I'm showing it
It's-
now for the first
Brian,
time.
calm down.
You won the case.
I know, but now you're saying that there was evidence not shown to the audience.
No, everybody's seen
They're
the evidence.
seeing it now.
Everybody's
get it,
seen
I
the
get it.
evidence,
The
Brian.
case is over. The case is over.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
I wanted you to know, Brian, that the Bongos were close to home.
No, they're not. They're in your home. That's far from home. That's in New Jersey. Stinky, stinky New Jersey.
Oh boy.
Well,
Hey,
listen,
you know
Brian,
what?
we're
We
gonna-
got 10 minutes left in the program. Brian, why don't you show the giveaways for next week?
It's just this one single trading card from Josh Tracy professional trading card maker. This is the second card. He also made a Satu Jin card signed. It's more of like a Japanese style card. This is like, I like this card. It's like a hardcore band kind of like beatdown vibe.
I thought it was an actual card for like playing cards. It looked like a Joker.
It has that. It does kind of look like a Joker.
They agreed on something, ladies and gentlemen. Larry, clap it up.
We're in a truce.
We are currently in a truce. Now, here's what's going to happen on Boulevard Bullies.
What?
Next week, Brian is deep in saying yes to the dress.
I've already said yeah, right.
He is saying yes to the dress all next week. He is prepping and preparing for the wedding.
It's a lot.
So he will not be there next week. But Sean, I just want to tell you, even though we're not going to have Judge Joe Dred, and even though there wasn't a written and notarized order of protection, and maybe you know what? Maybe we even bring in Slack as the fourth bully for next week.
It's very sad because it's a very important weekend. It's TOS.
It's TOS weekend. We need a lot of
COS. It's TOS weekend. So I'm missing a big show. Sorry. Wedding. Life.
Brian's newfound wedding powers are really like just running wild all over us, brother.
You know, I've missed minimal shows. Oh, we shouldn't do this on the show.
Yeah. Hey, with the little bit of time that we have left,
10 minutes,
I guess
8
I'm gonna
minutes.
Save it for Thursday. I'll save it for Thursday.
Oh,
I'll save it
wow.
for Thursday.
Let's plug Thursday. Larry Legend is filling in. Jedi Joe, the flagship Joe, went on indefinite sabbatical.
That means he's not returning.
He's on leave. He's on
leave, I guess. He's on
leave. Just
leave.
call it
He's
that.
on leave.
He's on leave.
He's on personal leave.
So Larry's going to fill in. When Larry's not around, Sean's going to fill in. When Sean's not around, I'm going to find a hobo off the street to fill in.
A hobo off the street.
And when that's not happening, I'm here. No one gives a shit.
Well, Brian, you'll take the show right off the rails, and it'll be Boulevard Bullies versus the World version 2.3.
Which is not a bad idea. Hey, you know what? I just want to tell you guys right here on the air that I very much enjoyed this week's episode.
It was Captain Dave introduced us.
Captain Dave. And can I tell you guys a little secret? Let me pull the curtain back, as you guys like to say. Right as Schlack joined Judge Joe Dred, I sent the link again to Captain Dave, just in case he wanted to click on it and join while everything was going on.
First of all, Captain Dave crushed it. He came in and left quicker than any guest that's ever came on this show.
I was gonna say it, but go ahead.
Just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but go ahead.
I'm just saying that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Shout out to Captain Dave.
He did. He killed it.
100%. We love Captain Dave. We love our fans. Comment on this video, on this YouTube video, so next week you can win this JJ Escobar card.
I'll try and start loving
I want a David Cunt Russell intro.
Shout out Cunt Russell.
I want a Jeff Deadman Body intro. I want a Simon Ginkin intro.
We're gonna shout out Nathan Muscles and motherfucking Eric Statler. Our haters. They're supposed to die slow, but we're gonna shout you out because I've drank beatbox.
Well, there you have it.
Yo, Brian, is that Crimson Crown show still going on May 30th? Is that still a go?
I think it is. Yo, everybody yelled. I got yelled at for making that homeless Jimmy post, dude.
Who yelled at you? Like
Chad Mins. Chad Mins,
you
dude.
know when yelling, it's either Mins or D'Amato. Come on.
First of all, who the fuck gives a shit what I post? And second of all, is that not a logical thing to post? The man posted that on the internet
very cryptic
for the public to see. Very cryptic. In the wrestling world, brother.
I saw that.
And then it's like, it's a deathmatch fucking forum.
So wait,
That's
Chad Mins yelled at you about it?
He made some kind of fucking smart ass old man comment.
About like how?
Because Jimmy posted, I got fucked again. Jimmy posted, I got fucked again, guys. Thanks a lot, brother.
What about
Chad Mintz? He's like, oh, don't you guys get it? Don't you get it? And then I said, and he said something about me staying home. I'm not gonna have anything to do besides stay home with my dick in my hand.
All right, I've lost interest.
He doesn't even know me.
Yo,
he doesn't even know who I am, dude.
Fuck this shit. Sexy Red is on NXT, and she just came out looking better than any of the women superstars that they have out there.
Is she with Trick and Javon?
She's solo. She's solo. She came out like she owned it, bro. We gotta check it out, Pat, because that's your favorite.
Sexy Red's not.
Her booty hole's brown.
She's a real motherfucker.
Let's not show it on the stream because then we'll get copywritten. But go check it out. That'll be something to watch. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't give a fuck about any of that fucking bullshit. But I will say this: if you are screenshotting,
there's obsessed people, and they're old, and they have kids, and they have nothing better to do than worry about what younger people are posting in a wrestling deathmatch forum.
You guys are all touched in a very special way.
You are who you surround yourself with, Patrick.
Yes. Well, that's why, Brian.
That's why we're always yelling
that
at
I
you.
have to apologize to you.
June
23rd, I'll do that.
It is what it is.
Thank you guys for holding it down.
Thank you to Judge Joe for appearing. Judge Joe Dred, amazing job, amazing judge. Stay tuned for the developments. Stay tuned for more Bongo lore. More story developments.
Can anyone understand how disrespectful that is to hold a dead man?
They're safe.
You won the case.
They're with me.
You're holding them in jest, but they're my dead uncle's bongos.
Brian, come on. I'm just showing you they're safe.
Yeah,
Sean,
I don't appreciate your gesture.
Sean,
it's not cute at all, Sean.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
All right.
It wasn't cute. It wasn't cute.
That Negro Leagues hoodie you took a picture of his Schlachter, that was my dead uncle's. If you were
but I actually enjoyed that stuff, though. I enjoyed that.
What's wrong with the fucking bongos, dude?
You're holding it up right now.
I understand.
Sean,
I'm sorry.
And as you're and once again, I'm sorry. I know you wanted to represent yourself. I needed to just jump in on your behalf. I feel like it was like a
Thank you.
Very necessary. Very necessary.
Very big brotherish. And
I'm sorry. You are my son.
I feel disrespected by
that.
My
sons.
Disrespected.
Well, Brian, you better feel respected by the fact that I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Sean, could you play us a little bit of Blvd Bullies theme on those bongos as we go out?
I thought you'd never ask.
Thank you.
Motherfucker, dude. The disrespect. Dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the program. The trial has been definitively concluded, and next week we're going to have a normal show, and the week after that we might have a less normal show than the week before.
Suck my dick, dude.
You can always
normal
Blvd
was
Bullies.
Me and Patrick. That was the normal show.
Make sure to know that whatever we're doing, you know what? Boom. Oh, sorry, Larry, I did you by accident. Boom, Sean. Larry's in. Brian's in jail. Great. All right.
Good.
Ladies, because even though he won, you know what, Sean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you in jail too.
Yeah. Flagship motherfuckers in this motherfucker.
Flagships only. You guys had a great trial, and I just want to say that was so great, and I'm so happy the way it went. Justice was served. Now we have another thing to look forward to and talk about, which is the June 23rd apology, which will be taking place publicly. And Larry, I just want to thank you. Brian, you as well. Sean, and especially Judge Joe Dred, especially Schlack, especially Captain Dave, all our members, all our
only
viewers,
Captain Dave.
I
only want to thank Captain
share,
Dave.
Subscribe.
Can I be heard?
You're being
I don't
heard.
give a shit if I can or not. I'm supposed to be in jail and be muted, but Patrick fucked it up because he didn't mute me while I'm in jail.
All right, you're muted. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. All the haters die slow. Bye-bye.